Alright, we are back from our little hiatus there. It was a good run, a good first 11 episodes. We're gonna jump into episode 12. The guy who tried to kill Elena was literally a pizza delivery man. That was my first thought. I found out that he was posing as a pizza delivery man, and I thought, wow, that makes a lot more sense. Because what kind of beef would a pizza delivery man have with Elena? The pizza delivery boy's name is Noah. I thought it was really cute, all of Marilyn in this episode. There was some roadblocks. Obviously, Elena giving her blessing for Caroline and Matt, that was super cute. You know, Caroline likes Matt more than Matt likes her. And they were getting really flirty. When Caroline called the attractive bartender a washed-up jock, I thought, oh, Matt's right there, he's gonna hear it, this isn't gonna go well. They got in a little fight, and you know what? That fight led to their first kiss. We are so here for it. Hashtag Marilyn forever. Anna is that girl that last episode Jeremy bonked heads with in the library. I didn't see Anna being a vampire, and I don't know why I didn't see Anna being a vampire, seeing as this is the Vampire Diaries, and I should just expect everybody to be a vampire, but I didn't see it coming. Her and Pizza Boy Noah being brother and sister, I think, or in alliance, or whatever. And then, at the very end, Ben is also hanging out with them, and he's a vampire. And I'm like, what is going on? Why does the Vampire Diaries have so many vampires in it? And where did they all come from? I don't know if I fully understand this whole stand in front of a car, get hit by the car, or like lay in the road, and then somebody's gonna come out and then you attack them. If this was today's world, obviously everybody has dash cams, so that wouldn't really work. I just feel like there could be better methods. It makes sense a little bit. Maybe it's a motif? Does Nina also play Catherine? Is that a look like a doppelganger actor too? They don't just look the same. They don't look that close, right? Is that a dumb question? That might be a dumb question. It's gotta be Nina. Emily's back. Emily. Anna's mom being friends with Catherine. That one was a little bit of a plot twist for me. Anna's mom seemed really nice, and Catherine seemed really diabolical. How did they get along? And now this whole time I'm looking at the screen and I'm like, Ben looks familiar. Because he's Officer Holbrook, also from Pretty Little Liars. I don't know what in the recycled actors is happening right now. Stefan and Damon's dad being a vampire killer.
Plot twist.
Stefan is slowly becoming the bad guy in this show. And I'm not loving it. I really like Stefan, but he just keeps doing things that I'm like, what are you doing? Last episode, they were interrogating Pizza Guy Noah. Elena's like, you don't have to kill him. And Stefan was like, Elena, he's been invited in.
Elena, he's been invited in.
Well, guess what, Stefan? I still don't understand what this inviting people into your house has anything to do with anything. What does it matter? Like, if I could Google anything about this show, it would be that, because I still don't get it. And when he and Alaric, were in the classroom, and Stefan had this, like, broody look on his face, and he was, like, sitting there interrogating Alaric, I got such strong Chad Michael Murray vibes in that moment. I was like, Lucas? Is that you? Their dad's name is Giuseppe Salvatore. I'm guessing that's Italian, right? Like the Giuseppe Pizza? Confirmed, Giuseppe Pizza was founded by Giuseppe Salvatore. They were talking about like the church scene, how they were going to put all of the vampires in the church and then they were going to burn them.
They're burning all the witches even if you aren't one.
Good song. I realize they're not witches, they're vampires, but it's like the same thing. They're all supernatural. Elena got kidnapped by Anna. I can't tell, like, Anna is the bad guy right now, but she doesn't seem like the bad guy. Guess we will find out right now. I literally just sat here watching the episode, and I was like, well, the camera's already set up. We started off with Stefan being like, my blood is still in her system, and Damon looks at him and says, I hope Elena dies. You know what, Damon? I hope you die. Caroline called Jeremy a quiet, loner little brother, and I thought, wow, those are pretty big words for a desperate attention seeker. If you haven't caught on, still not a fan of Caroline. But then also Tyler asking Jeremy if he had any friends, it kind of broke my heart for Jeremy, and guys, I officially like Jeremy. He's grown up a little bit.
I'm a big kid now.
He's kind of a sweet and innocent guy ever since he got his memory wiped. I have kind of been wondering if, like, Tyler, just the way that his character is, like, does he have a crush on Matt? Is that just me picking up those vibes? That's a possibility. They were in the tomb for this one, and I did skip the witchcraft. I think we all know I don't want to watch that. But then they started walking through that tomb, and I was horrified, because I don't like when things pop out, and I was like, I just think something's gonna pop out right now. Anna was like, I swore I'd use Gilbert blood for this. I don't know why Elena didn't just clap back and be like, well, I'm not even a Gilbert, lol, I'm adopted. We got so much Marilyn this episode, and gosh did I love it. They look so cute together. Every time Caroline opened her mouth, I thought, Matt, why are you with her? She's different. She is one of the poster children on Amazon Prime. So I'm assuming she makes it all the way to the end. Grams died this episode, and honestly, I couldn't care less. So at the end, we get that guy, he opens the door. And I don't understand, like, did they not put the seal up properly? Or was Grams too weak because she was dying? Way to go, Grams. Even though I don't love Damon right now, I do like him, but I don't love him. It was gut-wrenching to hear that Catherine's been alive this whole time and never came for him. I feel bad for him. I am literally not even ashamed to admit that I just ripped through episode 15 as well. Harper, is that his name? Nate St. Germain. Just like Maya St. Germain in Pretty Little Liars. Am I watching The Vampire Diaries or am I watching Pretty Little Liars? I don't even know anymore. The product placement of Bing was absolutely hilarious to me when Aunt Jenna was like, I binged it.
I binged it. And yours, Isabel.
This is too obvious, and also, I just want to let you know in the future, Google won. Google definitely won. Isabel, she's a vampire. No surprise, it's The Vampire Diaries. I'm gonna start assuming everybody's a vampire. I knew Matt. I knew his mom was gonna walk in. I was like, if anything, this is gonna be the one time that she walks in. And who is it that walks in? Melinda Clarke. The one and only Julie Cooper from the OC. I was like, oh man, Alaric's dead. I kind of thought he was a vampire ally, at least to Stefan. Then he died, and I was like, well, okay. And then all of a sudden he didn't die? What? Elena went from like a nice SUV to a red Mini Cooper? I hate it. If Caroline didn't try so hard, maybe everyone would like her more. Oh, Jeremy, sweetie, you do not want to be a vampire. That happened this episode, Jeremy. Just no. A lot of vampires in this episode. Obviously, Stefan's not going to die because he's literally on the cover. And it's supposed to be a love triangle thing. Sometimes I wonder why the vampires don't just give up and get staked. You've been alive for like 200 years, like whatever. Call it a day. And Caroline, I'm pretty sure everybody and their dog knows you're not supposed to get out of your car during a storm. Like, she's walking around holding her phone in the air. I know they had to do it for what's about to come. But still, I would be sitting in my car and I'd be waiting out the storm because that is the most logical thing to do. I did sympathize with Caroline in this moment because if I fell down a hill and I went to grab a branch and it was somebody's arm, gross. When I found out that that arm belonged to Vicky, I was like, it's Vicky's arm. Somebody pick me up off the ground. I am shook. I am dead. I hate it here. It's Vicky. I loved Vicky. I needed to remind everybody. Vicky. I don't know why I'm sympathizing with Caroline so much this episode because I still don't really like her. But my heart did break for her when, like, she just wanted to comfort Matt. And then Matt just walks out the doorway and sees Elena and instantly he just like breaks down. That's really tough. Never thought I'd say this, but poor Caroline. I just didn't love this whole like vampire versus vampire storyline. I have a pretty good feeling that's what the next 7.5 seasons are going to be. I still didn't love it. We started this episode with Stefan doing physical exercise. And it was hot. It was really hot. Uncle John has come into play. Jonathan Gilbert the third or fourth or fifth or whatever the heck year we're in already. Ugh, he gives me the ick. I don't like Uncle John. I looked at his face and I went, nah. I was confused because Aunt Jenna said she used to sleep with Uncle John, but then I was like, how is she their Aunt Jenna? But she's probably the mom's sister. Stefan was an alcoholic in this episode, and I don't condone alcoholism, but he was smooth. I'm just gonna leave that there. Matt's mom and Tyler hooking up, weird. I'm pretty sure Melinda Clarke's character in the OC, Julie Cooper, I'm pretty sure she also hooked up with a guy really young. Yeah, that was strange. I also was pretty sure that Tyler was gay. Now I'm confused, because I had myself pretty convinced. Maybe I'm wrong. Obviously I can be wrong on these guesses. It was wild to find out that we have Alaric 2.0, because Uncle John died and then just came back to life because he's got that ring, which I just am not a fan of because I want him gone. He's not even a good villain. I'm gonna make a wild prediction here, because I think it's fun. A show about vampires has to have werewolves. Based on my extensive knowledge of vampires from Twilight and also Wizards of Waverly Place, there can't be vampires without werewolves. Out of everybody, I'm gonna just start assuming that Tyler is the answer to any guess I make. It's probably gonna be Tyler. We did experience more child abuse from the mayor. He is going back to jail. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Bonnie's back. She's got this ugly haircut. Stefan is like screwing up big time. He's going through his 150th year midlife crisis. Withdrawal, I guess? Anger issues? I don't know. If Elena and Damon become a thing because they did this dance together, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't know what this headache junk that Bonnie did was. You know what, Bonnie? You just got back and you won't even talk to Elena. You don't have any right to just throw your witchcraft at Stefan. And I bet you she enjoyed it. She's over here blaming Elena and Stefan and Damon for Graham's death. Guess what, Bonnie? It's not any of their fault. It's Graham's fault for not being strong enough, for not knowing what she was doing, and also for not finishing her job. You know how many vampires got out because of her? A lot. Way to go, Grams. Like, Bonnie's just being a brat right now. What I didn't expect was Elena going into Stefan's room. I knew she was going to go back to him and whatever, but the vervain dart to the back, that was wild to me, because she had me convinced, but it was actually all just to fool him into hugging her so she could stab him in the back. Literally. Man, we're so close to the end. We're so close. I got kind of stressed out because I was like, Stefan's gonna sulk in this cage, and then Damon and Elena are gonna bond, and then we're gonna see the end of Alathan, and next thing you know, it's gonna be Damon and Elena, and it's all gonna be Tyler's fault, somehow. When Uncle John Gilbert was like, what do you think your mother would say if she knew you were dating a vampire? And Elena goes, which mother? I was like, mic drop. I think, like, in all of these years that Stefan's been alive, has he not considered therapy? At the very end, I was like, Alathan is back, baby. They're good. They're better than ever. I don't even think I've touched on this Isabel topic. I actually could not care less about this Isabel storyline. I don't know why. I just don't give a crap. I kind of just hope she dies. So for the final 2 episodes of a season, I am going to live react. You guys can't see what's happening because I don't know how the YouTubers do that. Alaric is just like casually talking to her. Like she hasn't been gone for how long? I still don't care about this Isabel storyline. Oh, pop off, Alaric. Pop off. What is Isabel's problem? Bonnie's haircut is so bad. Caroline was actually being like a good friend there. I hate that Uncle John Gilbert and Isabel are working together. Oh, slap him silly! I'm really glad she slapped him, because I just know vampires have that strength that's just... Alathan is so cute. Her dad was a teenage waste of space. Elena's dad is Tyler. Damon! Wow. What is this stupid device? Isabella's working for Catherine? What? Bonnie. And her haircut. The bangs aren't even. Who is this actress that plays Bonnie? That was such an awful reaction. I met my birth mother. Oh. Obnoxious Caroline. Caroline just getting taken advantage of again by another vampire. Matt! He didn't do anything to you! Matt. Uncle John Gilbert is Elena's dad. What? No. No. That's a wild, wild twist. No way. Bonnie, I hate you. Guys, Bonnie's the worst. I didn't mind Caroline this episode. She was actually like being a good friend. Oh my gosh. That was wild. Who would have thought Jeremy would be the voice of reason by the end of this season? It's a revenge party. Justice for Pearl. Jeremy would be such an emo vampire. Stefan dropping so many truth bombs. At least she's not concussed this time. Aww. Matt and Caroline. Is Tyler dressed like a Civil War soldier? What color did the Confederates wear? Was it gray? I hope Bonnie is filled with regret. Oh! Uncle John Gilbert just assaulted an officer of the law. Oh good, the abusive mayor is here. There's a possibility Mayor Lockwood dies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Who's dying?
That noise. What noise?
Guys, was I right about Tyler? Guys, the only reason that Tyler would have gone down is because he's a werewolf. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. No, Uncle John Gilbert just killed Anna. Stop. 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 Oh! Oh! Mayor Lockwood's dead. How did I know? How did I know? The Lockwoods are werewolves. So I think a werewolf is going to come into play. I'm gonna just start assuming that Tyler is the answer. What happened to Caroline? Uncle John Gilbert, die.
Fix what's really wrong.
Jer Bear. Damon's like being a good guy right now. Is Jeremy about to become a vampire? Matt is crying. Poor Matt. Well, at least Tyler's not gonna get beat up anymore by his father. Oh, Jeremy. Jeremy. Oh, no.
Which means it's somewhere along the way.
This is not Elena. No. Nope. I don't believe it. That's not Elena. No, that's not Elena. Go to sleep, Jeremy. Why do I feel like he's not gonna die? Guys, something about her mannerisms are not the same as it being Elena. I don't think this is Elena. Elena talks too much, and she's not talking. It's Catherine. It's I knew it. I knew it.
Hello, John. Bye, John.
How did I know? How did I know? I just knew.
Yeah, someone definitely took my stuff.
Oh.
Check on Jeremy before I go to the hospital.
Oh.
You meet me there?
Oh.
I love you, Stefan.
Oh.
Jeremy? Are you up?
Face to face. They're gonna come face to face. Oh. What? 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 That was wild. I literally predicted all of it and I was still shocked. Wow.